Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine, this is Leah Sees Movies, and I am doing a trailer reaction, which normally I do not do, but it is Comic-Con, and if you can't do trailer reactions at Comic-Con, when can you do them? So I'm only going to be watching two trailers from today for some of my most anticipated superhero movies. I already did Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, so this has some stiff competition, but the good news is it probably won't make me cry, which I'm grateful for. Shazam was actually one of my favorite DC Universe movies. It's one of the few DC movies I actually saw multiple times in theaters. I was so surprised by this movie. Unfortunately, this movie is not going to be about Mr. Mind the way the post-credit teased, and I am devastated about that fact. Like, I have been tweeting for years about how much I want to see that stupid evil caterpillar. Like, it's an evil caterpillar from space, and that is a perfect villain for a 10-year-old. Well, he's not 10 in the movie, he's like 15, but a teenager who turns into an adult man. He should be fighting an evil space caterpillar. It just makes sense. It's ludicrous, and it's the movie I wanted, frankly. So, if they're going to pitch me this other dumb movie with Black Adam, I guess I want to see the trailer and see if it, makes up for the lack of evil caterpillar. But genuinely, like I said, it is one of my favorite DC movies, so even though I am upset about the villain replacement, I'm excited to go back to these characters. I really love the whole Shazamily, and I don't care if that's a stupid pun, I love it a lot. And I really enjoyed the characters. I really enjoyed Zachary Levi in the role. And actually had a surprisingly good villain in the first movie. What is it? Yeah, Mark Strong, with like a fake eye full of demons, and one of them ate a man's head in a conference room in broad daylight, and for that reason alone, it's on the top of a lot of my superhero lists, because so many shadow villains and darkness and you can't see anything. No. In a boardroom in the middle of the day, like the worst episode of Succession. Awesome. The point is, it's why I'm watching this trailer. I really like that movie. So, with that, I am going to stop rambling. Let's get started. I don't like that this trailer starts with just a close-up of Zachary Levi's face. I'm gonna say that. I wish it was like a fade-in kind of situation. It's really aggressive to start out with.
I'm an idiot.
It's showtime!
I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it. Aquaman is literally huge, and he's so manly. And Batman is so cool. And I'm just me.
He got better at flying by the end of the movie. Before.
I feel like a fraud. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep it together.
You understand I'm a pediatrician, right?
He's a child.
Listen to me.
Eminem.
The fate of your world depends on it. The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal, Billy.
Children did not steal the power. An adult man was like, I'm gonna give it to this
I might
child.
not have as much experience as you, 'cause
Big
I'm
difference.
not super old like you, but I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family. Family, guys, that was a signal.
Introducing the star of our show! His name is Shazam! Now let's get down to business.
That's the thing with teenage actors. I was like, who's this adult man? Oh, it's Billy.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
And you see how all the action is still in the daytime? I love that about this.
Let's give it a chance. Now go fight for your family. Go fight for the world.
There's a dog barking. That's not helpful for me.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
Well, I didn't cry. That looked fun. Honestly, it looked just as cute and charming as the first one. I wasn't like blown away, but I also wasn't like. Here's the thing, with the first Shazam, I roasted that movie mercilessly. Like, up until the day I saw it, I was like, this is gonna be the stupidest thing I ever saw. And then I saw it and I really, really liked it. So I'm not blown away by this trailer, but it is very much in line with what I liked about the first one. I will say, and this was pointed out from the first movie, critics, fans, both, is that the character of Billy Batson and the personality that that teenager had was very different than this super outgoing, dorky, kind of like a loser, fun loser attitude that Zachary Levi's like Shazam character had. Like, it didn't really feel like an adult version of the same kid, because that kid was not that happy-go-lucky. But it was like, okay, maybe he's, you know, more fun when he's invulnerable. I assume most of us would be if we didn't have most of our normal fears. But now watching this, I'm like, oh, it's really, there's like a really dramatic difference. And like, yes, this is a version of Billy who like has accepted having a family. He's not chasing down his absolutely awful mother. He's, you know, he's accepted that there are other people who love him, that he can be content with them. So it's like, okay, he's a lot more open, and that would be nice. But I feel like I really want to see Billy Batson as himself in this, to see if his personality is going to have altered a little bit to kind of be closer to what Zachary Levi is doing, or if they're going to keep that weird gulf. I am happy that the friend, whose name I cannot remember right now, is back in it. Of course he is, because he was truly just what a standout in the first movie. He was so funny, he was so charming. Love that kid. Dylan Grazer, maybe? That might be his name. I'll correct myself in editing if I'm wrong. Him going to a pediatrician, funny. Pediatricians aren't psychologists, though. Also, he could just become a boy again and be like, hi, I'm 17. I still go to a pediatrician. Now you listen to my problems. But, you know, that wouldn't work for the trailer joke. Again, all of the action taking place during the day, great. Love that. It's nice. Yes, let there be a giant magic dragon in the middle of the day. That's awesome. Do more of that. Granted, sometimes it doesn't look good. Then you get She-Hulk. So, you know, I acknowledge there's a reason why some things take place at night. Big dragon in a baseball field. Big fan of that. I'm not, again, a super expert on Billy Batson / Shazam's comics history besides what I've read in the wiki. So I know about all of the Captain Marvel name changes and things like that, but not enough about like his general array of villains for me to know like who all the gods are and why they've got beef with him, because honestly their stated reason is a little silly. If you have issues with a child holding the power of the gods, take it up with the wizard. They didn't do that. That's like, I'd be really mad if someone fought me because someone else gave me something. Like, I will say, holy shit, Lucy Liu is a superhero. Or a supervillain. Either way, it's Lucy freaking Liu. Excellent casting. Well done. 10 stars. Actually, no. I will circle back to my thing about his personality. They didn't want to keep Billy 10, I'm assuming, because honestly it's ridiculous when you think that he's a literal child. And they're like, okay, teenager is a bit more passable, like, people won't think about child abuse. But his personality is, in fact, not just goofier than teenage Billy Batson, it's much younger. Like, family, guys, that's the cue. You're supposed to come when I say family. Like, that's the thing you say when you're like rehearsing a play with your cousins and they don't go. Like it's very much giving 12, which would be comic accurate, but he's not 12 in this movie. He has to be like 17. Why would he talk like that? Especially why would he talk like that in the body of an adult man? But I do feel like maybe that is something that they need to tread a little bit better, because rewatching it, it jumps out to me a lot more than I'm like, he's kind of talking like a child. And at this point, the only one who's like a child is Darla. And she's adorable. But yeah, she can make those kind of jokes or comments or whatever because she's a baby. You're applying to college, my dude. Like, maybe bring up... I mean, when it comes to saving the world and things blowing up and, you know, collateral damage and buildings being destroyed, maybe talk with your adult voice, you know, just like a little bit. Like a little bit. Yeah, so that is all for my trailer reaction. Didn't blow my mind, but I'm still excited for the movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, etc. If you don't want to do any of that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on the Bird app at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!